for the thick of it all. If they don't give me room, well then I'll give them the wall. I'm gonna smoke my tires when the victory calls. I'm gonna be there, be there. I wanna see my face up on the jumbo screen. Feel the white hot metal of a winning machine. Because you win or you lose and there's no in between. I wanna be there, be there, be there.
NASCAR on speed. Be there.
It is time to return Target Series Racing. We're here for the third chase race of 10 in season number 10 of the Target Series. We're here at the Boston International Speedway in Cambridge, Massachusetts. This is the White Castle 300. Non-chaser, the 5 of Jeff Bright on pole for today's race. Beside him in second is chaser Brett Sierra in the 98 car. Then in third place, it's Noggin Scott. Fourth place, Jay Rando. And rounding out the top 5, the 22 Luke Rennie. That team won here last season in the Target Series. Then starting in 6th, it's John Smith. 7th place, Riley Spurleytube. 8th place, Andrew Bean. In 9th, it's Jennifer Buford. And rounding out the top 10, the 99 of Justin Zidell. Back behind for the rest of the field, the 1 of Eli Bright. Outside of him, the 29 of Keyshawn Richardson. Then there's the 10 of Landon Lyons, comes in second in the point standings, one last race at Watkins Glen. Beside him, the 17 of Freddie Soto. Then we have Carson Bowers in the 25 with the 32 of Trey Rainey. The Denny Lloyd, one of the highest drivers up in the points. Beside him, the 02 John Thrains are actually tied in the point standings. Then there's the 28 of Evan Hunter and the 11 of Keegan Thompson, along with Adam McDowell in the 20 and the 27 of Tyler Fink. Then there's Alex Reynolds and Nathan Green in the 24, along with Jack Marshall and Jack Canaramo in the 34. Then Alex Fletcher in the 12 of Bronson Minnick. Then compounding the 43, the 87 of Mathis Wells. Jake Gow in the 18, and Casey Neco won here last season driving that 22 car. Then there's Sebastian Kukulon in points there, the 15 of Jonathan Buford, with Marshall Burrow the 89 and the 33 of Code Luigi. Then there's Edwin Mendez and Oliver Evans, and rounding out the field in the final row, Zachary DeLello won yesterday's Truck Series race here, and beside him, starting in 40th, the 31 of Anthony Hernandez. There's our 4-car field for the third chase race of the season at Boston. Let's go on track time and fire these cars up.
Drivers, start your engines!
40 cars fire up here at Boston and roll off the starting grid for racing at this just over 1 mile oval in Cambridge, Massachusetts. 42 laps in the third chase race of the season. So far on top of the points is Jonathan Bieber by a single point over Landon Lyons, and then a 3-way tie for third in points between Jonathan Rains, Brett Sierra, and Danny Lloyd. Lloyd and Rains start in the same row. Brett Sierra starts second today, but it's not chaser Jeff Bright to take the field to the green flag. 42 laps at Boston is underway. Jeff Bright is clear with the race lead. Noggin Scott clear in second. Luke Rainey to third. As they come off turn number 4, Jeff Bright leads the first lap of the White Castle 300. Luke Rainey to the inside for a second as they enter turn 1. He's bound with Noggin Scott, who's on the outside right now. Scott had a great result here yesterday in the Truck Series race. Started on pole, right up front most of the race. Almost got the win, actually got second here yesterday. So he has a lot of momentum riding for him. He's up top now as for the lead, Luke Rainey, using that 22 team to his advantage to the inside of Jeff Bright. They're racing side by side. Jeff led the lap. Luke has the inside preferred lane to turn 1. This 22 team we mentioned won here last season with Casey Nackle behind the wheel. Now they have Luke Rainey behind the wheel looking for another win. He won at Pocono in the Gatorade Cup Series, riding that momentum still, trying to get a win the Target Series now. He brings Riley Spurgeon up to him. Spurgeon to second. 2-time winner this season, not in the chase. Looking to spoil these chasers' party here today. Spurgeon to second. Here comes Jeffrey for third. And in fourth. Right now the highest chaser, Landon Lyons, the 10 car. Lyons comes in second in the points, 1 behind Jonathan Buford. So a great result here today would mean a lot for his chase chances and possibly for his championship chances. Jennifer Buford to second, getting the push by Riley Spurleytube. Luke Rain, the 22, continues to lead as Landon Lyons looking low for a second on Jennifer. He's there in turn number 1. Jennifer going to try and slam the door shut. She does do that. She gets down front of that 10, and they race nose to tail down the back. Here comes Eli Bright, the 1 to 4th. Denny Lloyd to 5th, comes in 2 points behind Jonathan Buford's points lead. So right now in a great spot to maybe try and get up there with Landon Lyons and close down the 15th points lead. Lloyd for 4th on Eli, as up front Lyons pushing Jennifer Buford, trying to get her up to that 22 Blue Grain so that they could both make moves for the race lead. They race off turn 2 and down the backstretch. still nose to tail, the 10 riding behind the 88, looking for Jennifer to make a move. As Eli goes wide through 3 and 4, Evan Hunter is down to the inside. The 28 driver forced to hold, and here comes Father Jeff to the inside as well. Hunter to 5th as Ford's second. Lyons had enough of falling behind that 88. Landon Lyons wants to go. He's up to 2nd, bringing chaser Danny Lloyd up to 3rd. Hunter now wide. Here comes Polestar Jeff Wright coming back to the front. Hunter going to try and get down in front of that 5. He does do it. Here comes Tyler Fink in the 27 as well. Beaver caught out top and falls back to 4th, and possibly even further. So here comes Evan Hunter. And now, chasers battle for 12 points. Lyons up top, Lloyd down low. If Lloyd finishes 1 chase spot in front of Landon Lyons today, they leave tied in points. That's assuming Lloyd doesn't win the race. 3 chasers, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, all chasing non-chaser Luke Rainey, the 22. Lloyd right now the one in 2nd, Lyons in 3rd, Hunter 4th, but now pressured by Tyler Fink in the 27 as the yellow flag is out for the first time today in Boston. It's a massive crash. One of our chasers, Alex Fletcher, is involved. Jack Marshall, Ann McDowell, Keegan Thompson may have been involved. We saw Casey Nanico and others collected in a massive crash at the back half of the field. Our first yellow flag of the White Castle 300 out just before the 1/4 point of this race. A terrible crash. Chaser Alex Fletcher involved. Casey Nanico, last race winner here in the Target Series, involved. Mendez, Campana, Adam McDowell, and others. A massive crash in turn number 3. Let's see what happened. Caution out in the Target Series White Castle 300. 3 wide coming off the 2nd corner here at Boston. Jake Gowie, the one on the inside, middle, Casey Nanico up top, Carson Bowers. See, Nanico just a little bit lower than maybe Gowie thought he was going to be. Spins Nanico down to the inside. He does a great job saving it, but then he gets out of control. Actually gets into the inside wall, pops him up the racetrack. Gowie already into Fletcher and Campana. Marshall hits hard off the 66. Nanico gets hit by Ann McDowell. Keegan Thompson as well in the 11. Alex Fletcher. So a lot of cars involved in this one. 2 chasers, Thompson and Fletcher. Obviously, Thompson drove away, should be able to continue on. Alex Fletcher's probably going to be done for the day as he took a hard impact in this crash. And for Fletcher and Thompson, not good for them. Fletcher came in 14 points, 5 points behind the point seed. Keegan Thompson only had 12. So they were kind of middle of the road as far as chasers go, and it's just going to add on to it for sure. A nasty crash at the back half of the field brings a halt to the action early on here in Boston, our 3rd chase race of the Target Series season. It's just so hard to make 3 wide work here, and you just saw that. That's some hard impact, especially for Jack Marshall. He took a few vicious licks right there. So caution flag out for the first time for Luke Rainey. It's been a great day so far. He's led the most laps. He's currently out in front and will lead the field with the green flag. Just after our first yellow flag, can Luke Rainey get the 22 team its 2nd straight win here at Boston in the Target Series? Green flag this time by 30 laps to go when we get it. Luke Rainey, the 22, still on point in the White Castle 300. Edwin Mendez, Casey Nanico, Jack Marshall, Landon Campana, and Ann McDowell all out. No chasers DNF'd off that. Alex Fletcher's team did the repairs on pit road. They fell 1 lap down, but they're still out there running in the 35th position, hoping that maybe some more crash happen with chasers involved. They can try and get some points off that. They're trying to just kind of scavenge anything they can out of the day. We had 34 cars on the lead lap. Keegan Thompson, another chaser involved in the crash, currently 33rd. Marshall Burrow, 32nd. Those are some of our lowest chasers so far here today. Currently leading it, non-chaser Luke Rainey. Then 3 chasers, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. That's Danny Lloyd, Landon Lyons, and Evan Hunter. Right on the top 5 is Tyler Fink. Then teammates Jeffrey Beeford and Jeff Wright just starting to pull here today. They have Andrew Bean, Freddie Soto, and Jay Brando. There's Jack Kenneramo, Alex Reynolds, Eli Bright, Bron Smick, and chaser Jonathan Rains. Spurley Tube, Scott, Sierra, Rainey, Trey that is, and Oliver Evans are the top 20. Back green in Boston. Lloyd with a good jump. Stayed with Luke Rainey as they enter turn 1. We'll see now if he can get the run off turn 2, kind of using that draft. But Landon Lyons has a better run for the 2nd position. He'll take it low. Here comes Fink for 4th as well. Down the back, off into turn 3. Lyons for 2nd, getting by Danny Lloyd, a fellow chaser. Tyler Fink by chaser Evan Hunter, as Fink looks to win a race in the chase and spoil the chasers' party. He's up to 3rd. He's bringing Polestar Jeff Wright back to the front. Luke a little up the racetrack there. Lyons a little lower, but he's going to go up the track because of Tyler Fink. Down the back, Fink beside Lyons for 2nd. Luke Rainey tries to pull away from that battle. Through 3 and 4. Polestar Jeff Wright coming back to the front. 14 laps down in the White Castle 300. Luke Rainey, the 22, currently leads it. Tyler Fink, the 27, up to 2nd. Jeff Wright emerges back up to 3rd. Andrew Bean up to 4th in the 05. He'll push Jeff Wright to the inside. Tyler Fink for 2nd. How about Freddie Soto, the 17, coming back forward? Fink trying to get around top. 3 wide back behind them. Danny Lloyd up top. In the middle is Jack Canaramo. And down low, Alex Reynolds. 3 wide into the top 10. This is a dangerous spot to be in. So wants for Lloyd here to give them room. 3 wide, off into turn number 3. Fronts make the 12. Jumps low on those drivers. Jay Randall trying to come back to the front, as is Nottingham Scott and Jennifer Beeford. Hunter still up top, falling back with nowhere to go. One of our chasers hung on the top side. They've caught Jake Galloway already. 18 severely off the pace. And look at how that just affected the field. 2 cars get away. And look at the outside lane, nowhere to go as Jake Galloway is severely off pace. Tyler Fink, Danny Lloyd, Jack Canarama. That 18 could cause a crash. He's so slow. I mean, insane how slow that race car is. They called him, what, 5 laps after the restart? Not even? Oh, it might cause a crash. Riley Bridges was trying to force low. John Smith there gets into Tyler Fink. They control it still. They're going to be 3 wide or something around this. Jay Randall, Matthews Wells, Nathan Green, the last 3 to get through. And we're going to have more lappers ahead. Oliver Evans, a lap car. Maybe had to come down pit road. Now 35th a lap down as 2 leaders have pulled away. It's Luke Rennie, Andrew Bean. 3rd place now Landon Lyons. 4th is Jeff Bright. 5th is Alex Reynolds. Freddie Soto back to 6th. Bronzeman is 7th. 8th place Nottingham Scott. Brett Sierra up to 9th. And top 10 for Jennifer Beeford. John Green's currently 11th. 12th place Danny Lloyd. Evan Hunter 13th. 14th Anthony Nez. And 15th for Trey Rainey. Cole Luigi now 16th. There is points leader Jonathan Beeford. Now up inside the top 20 after the shuffle again by the lap traffic. He found a lane down low to get by. He's currently up to the 18th position, just passing the one of Eli Bright for that spot. So these Sharks trying to fight for every spot they can, and hope the yellow flag comes out. Andrew Bean by the 22 of Luke Ray, but now lap traffic. Oliver Evans wants his lap back, and he might get the 22's lead back. Look at these two stuck up top. 3rd place gonna get a nice run now, because they just went wide. They're slowed through the corner. Luke might get back beside the 05. They'll be side by side, slowing each other down again. And now Lyons in 3rd can have a nice run coming here. Halfway this time, behind the White Castle 300. 21 laps of racing to go. We're going to catch Jake Galloway for a 2nd time in 10 laps. We have been green for 10 laps in this race. We're catching up for the 2nd time. Being good look around the outside. Jake gets around. How to Landon Lyons. He gets stuck behind Alex Reynolds. And once again, the front 2 away. And 3rd on back. Nowhere to go except staying behind the 18. And they have to get Jake Galloway off the racetrack. This is absurd and not right. They've lapped Oliver Evans again. Now they're catching Keegan Thompson over lap cars. And look at Danny Lloyd force Jake Galloway aside. He's obviously not happy with Jake, and deservedly so. See all the cars on the outside. They just know they have to get in line. They're going to go around back here. Kukla and DeLello hit. They're still rubbing. They got to Soto, and they're wrecking hard. 2 Roush cars involved, and the drivers completed every lap this season. DeLello will be done for the day. Caution flag is out, and that was caused due to Jake Galloway in the 18 in the way for sure. And these front 2 are so far ahead, they're still racing back around. Luke Green's going to be first. Andrew Bean wants to keep Oliver Evans behind him so that he can stay right on the 22's tail. And Alex Fletcher going to stay 1 lap down in the 41. So Luke Green first on the lap car between he and 2nd place Andrew Bean. And then they have a buffer in between 3rd place Landon Lyons because of Keegan Thompson in the 11 car. Caution flag in the air for the 2nd time. This one due to lap traffic. Kukulan, Soto, DeLello all crash hard in turn number 3. Off the corner, DeLello had such a huge run because of the closing rate with that 18 being so slow. And right here, he gets into Kukulan. They get sideways they get into Beeford, almost wrecking the 15. They save it, but they're still hung together. It's hard to get away from each other. Soto tries to come down. 01 and 6 are down there. Up the racetrack, they go hard to the wall. Zaydel the 99 also involved 4-car crash towards the back of the field, caught behind the 18 Jake Galloway. It brings out our 2nd caution flag in the White Castle 300. We'll have a restart with around, I would say, 13 to go. And with 13 to go, we know we're going to catch Jake Galloway once or twice more. So, it's still not over. Luke Rennie has dominated today in the 22. He and Andrew Bean have pulled away from the rest of the field. Now they have a restart. A whole reset. But Luke has some buffers. Oliver Evans and Keegan Thompson are between he, the 05, and the 10 car. Can Luke hold on for his first Target Series win of the season? Coming back green on lap number 29 in the White Castle 300 in the Target Series Chase, race number 3. It's been a crazy one so far. Currently our highest chaser, Landon Lyons, is scored in third. 2 non-chasers lead. That's Luke Rainey and Andrew Bean. Zachary DeLello out from the crash, his first DNF of the season. He will not complete every lap of the season. He was the only driver to do so up to today. Jake Gow is 2 laps down, but still out there. Oliver Evans as well, 2 laps down, just behind Luke Rainey. Fletcher is 1 down. Zidell and Keegan Thompson also 1 down. 29 cars on the lead. That last time Soto and Kukulon were involved in the last crash. Out front, Luke Rainey, the 22, has a buffer between he and second place, Andrew Bean, then another buffer between he and third place, Landon Lyons. Minnick is 4th, Scott is 5th, Sierra 6th, Raines 7th, Hunter 8th, Lloyd 9th, Hernandez rounds out the top 10. Back green this time by 2 lap cars in the middle of the field. Let's see how it goes. Thompson does not get going. Lyons gets to try and find a way around as quick as he can. We're back green in Boston. He gets around, but the front 2 have gotten away. Scott hung up top by Sierra and Raines. Lloyd also hung high. His teammate Trey Rainey with them. Luigi Burrow go low. Thompson, look at Scott try to get down in front of Lloyd and does. Trey right now the only one up top. Back to the front as 2 cars are broken away. Oliver Evans trying to get one of his laps back on Luke Rainey. Remember, he's 2 laps down and with 13 to go. Why are you bailing the race leader so hard? Luke might lose the lead because of that right there, because of 1 lap car. He will. Bean to the inside. Right there. 1 lap car. Loses Luke Rainey the race lead. Now with these 2 side by side, does Landon Lyons have a shot to close in? 12 laps to go in the White Castle 300. Andrew Bean versus Luke Rainey for the win. Bean gonna clear Luke. He didn't lead that last lap. Luke did. This time, Bean will clear off turn 2. He's gonna have a shot to lead this lap. Lyons has a run in 3rd. Minnick is 4th. Brett Sierra is 5th. Right now, 3rd and 5th are the 2 highest chasers. Jonathan Raines also chaser in 6th. Coming around. 11 to go. Luke Rainey knows he has the fastest race car today. It's just been lap cars that have held him up and stuff. He's looking to get around that 05 and quick because he knows Lyons is coming. Sierra as well in 4th is moving forward. Up by Bronson Minnick. And Raines looking for 5th on Minnick. Up at the front. 10 to go this time by. Bean versus Rainey. Andrew Bean trying to hold off Luke Rainey as Raines moves to 5th around Bronson Minnick. 10 laps to go. There's the battle for the lead. Luke Rainey back inside. Now Bean goes wide. Here comes Landon Lyons with the run. They're still side by side. Lyons give a nice run because they've stayed door to door down the backstretch. Rainey the bit of an advantage on the inside. Bean winds it up on the high side. And there they come to Jake Gow with the 05 around the outside, 22 on the inside. And once again, the front 2 are away. No one else can get by. Cyril will get by Lyons. He hits the 18. He saves it though. 2-car race for the win now. Luke Rainey and Andrew Bean. Now, we might catch Galway again. And look at that. Lyons is held up. He's trying to get low in front of Calder, which is the 33. Slams the door shut. He gets by. Scott Lloyd also trying to get by. Lyons knows he's second in points. He wants to get by as quick as he can, but no hole to get around. But Jonathan Beefort's nowhere in sight. That 15 has really fallen on the restart. But that 10 needs to get around. He's losing so many points and positions. It's just such a shame that it comes down to this. 2 cars to settle it. Luke Rainey, Andrew Bean. Rainey leads. Bean again with a run in 2nd. Looking to the inside. And it's a 3 chaser battle for 3rd. 7 to go. They're side by side again. Rainey on the outside, Bean on the inside. Andrew Bean takes it again off turn 2. Back here it is a 3 chaser battle. Brett Sierra back to 5th. Burrows 4th. Raines is 3rd. That's right now 3 chasers in a 3-way battle. And that's for 3rd position. For Raines and Sierra, they came in tied 17 points. 2 points behind Jonathan Beefort's points lead. For Marshall Burrow, he only has 5 points. He's the lowest of any chaser right now through 2 chase races. So he needs this badly. A great result. He's looking on Raines now, and that could bring Sierra by the 02. This could be a fight for the points lead by the end of the day because Landon Lyons hasn't had a good day. Danny Lloyd's had a decent day, but he's behind these drivers and he's tied with them. And then Jonathan Beefort's not had a great day at all. So Sierra moving by Raines right there could be the points lead. 5 to go, yellow flag would end it. And we might catch Jake Gow again. I think we're going to catch Jake Gow again if this trend stays normal. We might catch Keegan Thompson as well. 2 cars to settle it right now. Andrew Bean versus Luke Rainey for the race to win the White Castle 300. 2 caution flags today. Hopefully we keep it clean and green to the end. Rainey back to the inside Bean with 4 laps to go. Burrow's gotten away in 3rd. Now it's about for 4th as Raines and Sierra go at it. Anthony Hernandez and Nonga Scott going to join the fun. Here comes Danny Lloyd. These 3, Sierra, Raines, and Lloyd, came in tied for the points lead. Or tied for 3rd in points, but it could be for the points lead after the day is out. Luke Rainey's by Andrew Bean coming to 3 to go. One of the best cars today, Luke Rainey, leads the race, 3 to go. Just over 3 miles remain. Can he hold on? And do lap traffic come into play? Jake Galway again. We're probably going to catch. 2 to go this time by. Reigns by Marshall Burrow for third. Right now would be the points leader. Cyril wants to get by the A9 as quick as he can. Keep touch with that 0-2. He'll split to the inside. He hits the A9 a little bit. Gets down line by Hernandez. 2 laps to go. And at the front, Luke Reigns pulled away from Andrew Bean a little bit right there. But we're coming to the white flag, and we're coming on to possibly Jake Galway. Will we catch him again? Will we stay away from him? Can Luke do it for the second straight season in the Target Series for this 22 team at Boston? Last season, they won it with Casey Nackle. This time, looking for a win with Luke Rainey. Back behind them, Reigns has gotten away from Sierra, Lloyd, and Burrow. There's the white flag in the last lap for Luke Rainey. You see Jake Galway, and if you're Luke, are you a little nervous? He's lost races before. ARCA Series at Chicagoland because of lap traffic. 3 and 4 for the final time for that 22 driver. Jake Galway is ahead. Can he get around him before the 05 catches him? Checkered flag is up. Luke Rainey gets to the inside Galway, and he wins the White Castle 300 in Boston over Andrew Bean. Reigns gets away from Sierra to take the points lead with a third place finish. But it's Luke Rainey winning the day at Boston. Definitely the best race car of the day. He and Andrew Bean. Luke Rainey scores victory in a lap traffic-filled White Castle 300 at Boston. Let's go see the finish results in the new chase standings after the White Castle 300 in Boston. Here are the finish results from the White Castle 300 at the Boston International Speedway. 2 caution flags today for 8 laps. In 9 lead changes, but only 3 drivers saw the lead today in Boston. Reigning Supreme Luke Reigns has been on a hot streak the last few races. Won the Gatorade Cup Series at Pocono, winning here today in the Target Series at Boston. The second straight season for the 22 team getting to victory lane. He led 33 of the 42 laps en route to victory. Andrew Bean picks up second. He led 7 of the 42 laps. Close, definitely one of the better cars, and there were the only two cars that could get around the lap traffic here today, so it worked out for them in the end. Third place for Jonathan Reigns. He leaves as the points leader. Anthony Ness started last day. He gets 4th, and Brett Sierra started 2nd. He ends up in the top 5. He gets now 2nd in the point standings after Boston. 6th place finish for Noggin Scott. 7th place Danny Lloyd is now 3rd in the points. 8th place Marshall Burrow. 9th place Carson Bowers, and Jennifer Buford, the 88, rounds at the top 10. Jack Canaramo 11th, Jay Randall 12th, John Smith in 13th, 14th Nathan Green, and Code Luigi in 15th. Jeff Bright started on pole, led 2 laps today. He ends up fading to finish in 16th. Riley Spiritu 17th, Landon Lyons in 18th, Kashawn Richardson 19th, and Trey Rainey rounds at the top 20 in the 32. 21st place Alex Reynolds, 22nd Matt Wells, 23rd for Eli Bright, 24th Tyler Fink, and 25th place for Jonathan Buford. He came as the points leader, but a day where nothing went right for the 15 driver definitely drops him down in points. Bronze Meg 26th, Sebastian Kukulon 27th, Evan Hunter 28th, and 29th Freddie Soto were the last cars to finish on the lead lap. Cars that were 1 lap down: Justin Zidell, Alex Fletcher, Keegan Thompson, and Oliver Evans. For Alex Fletcher, remember we mentioned that 41 team made repairs, kept him out on the racetrack. Keegan Thompson is actually slower than the 41. Thompson fell behind Alex Fletcher as Fletcher stayed 1 lap down. Thompson lost a lap. The 11 faded back behind the 41. Alex Fletcher actually gains a point off the 11 car because of that perseverance of that race team. So Fletcher maybe wins the championship by a point. Thank this race right here. And then a car that was 4 laps down definitely impacted the results of this race numerous times. Jake Galway in the 18 finished 4 laps down, severely off the pace. Definitely just had no reason being out there for Jake Galway. And then cars that were out of the race from crashes: DeLello, McDowell, Campana, Marshall, Nanico, and Edwin Mendez. Right side are the point standings is still very close among the top 3. Jonathan Reigns leads in the 02 with a 1-point gap over Brett Sierra in the 98 and a 2-point gap over Danny Lloyd in the 38. So right now they have 29, 28, and 27 points. Back behind them, Landon Lyons in the 10 is only 5 points behind. Jonathan Buford is only 6 points behind. Nathan Green, how about him? Kind of rising to the top. He's only 9 points back, and he's still within the race. And they have some of the drivers down here that are trying to get closer, but right now these drivers are kind of all in a log jam together. John Smith, Alex Fletcher, Mathis Wells, Marshall Burrow, Keegan Thompson, and you look down at the bottom, Evan Hunter in the 28, down at the bottom of the points with 10 points to show through 3 races so far in the chase. So we have 3 down and a few to go. 7 chase races remain for these Target Series drivers as we look ahead to our 4th chase race of the season, going back short track racing as we head to Richmond for the Moneyline 300. I will see you guys then.